In our lesson today, we're going to look at something called the domain and range of relations and functions. So what is a domain? Well, a domain is just another name for all of the x values of a relation. That's it. So all of our inputs, anything that is an x value in an ordered pair is part of the domain. On the other hand, the range is all of the y values of a relation. Let's turn to some examples that we can work with and identify the domain and range. So in example number 1, I have a set of ordered pairs. I have 1, 2, 5, 3, 2, -7, 5, -1. And the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to identify the domain. And the domain is my x values, so I'm just going to mark those. So my x values are 1, 5, 2, and 5. Now, when we write the domain, I put them in the brackets because it's a set, and I do it in order from least to greatest, not in the order that they appear. And I also don't have to put in duplicates more than once. So my domain is simply 1, 2, and 5. So those are in order from least to greatest. And notice I only put the 5 in once because I don't need to put it in twice. The range is the y values, so I'll go ahead and mark those. And again, we have to put them in the brackets. And these have to be listed in order from least to greatest, not in the order that they appear. So my range here is -7, 1, 2, and 3. So that's the domain and range of a relation given to us as a set of ordered pairs. In the next example, we'll look at how to find the domain and range of a graph. So what I like to do is I like to mark down the coordinates for each point. So the first point on the left is at -1, 2. My second point is at 0, 0. Then I have a point here at 1, 2, and another one at 2, 4. And now that I have them listed, I can go ahead and identify my domain. In this case, it's -1, 0, 1, and 2. And then I can identify the range, which is my y values, which is, now remember, least to greatest. It's 0, 2, and 4. So that's how we find the domain and range of a graph. Our last example involves finding the domain and range in a table. In this particular problem, we have a word problem. So a cafe is running a promotion where every 3 cups of coffee earns you a free cup, and each cup costs $3.50. The table below lists the prices for 1 to 8 cups of coffee. State the domain and range. As we've discussed already, the domain is our x values and range is our y values. And we know that x values are independent variables and y values represent dependent. And in this problem, the price that you pay depends on how many cups of coffee you order. So that means our range, our dependent variables, is the price, and that depends on how many cups of coffee you order. So now we can fill in our domain. And in order from least to greatest, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And now let's look at the range. So this has to be in increasing order. So $3.50, 7. The $10.50 appears twice, but we only have to put it into our range once. And we've got 14, 17.50, and 21. And that's it. That's how we find the domain and range of a table. So this is our task for today, is to be able to identify domains and ranges. And if you have any questions, let me know. If you're unhappy with the result of your task today, let me know and I can reassign it to you so you can get an improved grade. Good luck and have a good day.